Thank you so much to everyone who attended the session this past weekend. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for signing up. I really appreciate you helping me to debut this webinar training series. And I hope I will see you again in future ones. Welcome to this episode of the Etsy Conversations podcast, Convo Me audio blog. I still haven't figured out what to call these episodes, but it's just me this week. And I have a couple of updates. The first one is I just finished the first Etsy training session, my first Etsy training session. It was on Etsy search and SEO, and that was this past weekend. Today, this is being released on July 1st, 2020. And so that just happened this past weekend, and I think it went well. If you weren't able to attend, I will have a recorded version of the session available on convome.com. If you go to the Etsy workshop, the workshops and training tab, you'll find out how you can get access to that. The difference is that you won't have access to me answering your questions live like we did during the actual session this weekend, but you'll get to hear the Q&A that I had with others. And this was a paid training, and so the recorded version, since people did pay to attend, there is a cost to it, but because you don't have the live component, it's a little bit less. My next training is going to be on Etsy ads, the ads formerly known as promoted listings, as well as off-site ads. These are two of the advertising options that Etsy makes available to you. I don't know if I should call them options. One isn't really optional. We're all drafted into that, the offsite ads, but then Etsy ads are optional. And so if you've ever wondered about how to run them, how to optimize your ads to get the most and the best out of them, this would be a good session for you to join in on. The way I've structured these sessions, I'll do a presentation first, and then I will leave time at the end of the presentation for questions and answers. It's going to be a 90-minute session. If we run over, I'll make sure I'll get the main presentation and the Q&A into the 90-minute session. So if you have to leave, you can. And then I will just stay on after to answer any lingering questions. The one we did this weekend was really good. We pretty much were done in the 90 minutes, maybe went over just a little bit, but that's because we had a really good Q&A session, I think. So in the Etsy ads and offsite ads, you'll be learning the ins and outs of Etsy ads and also offsite ads as well. And you can register for that at convome.com if you click on the workshops and training sessions tab. All the information is there. This session is also going to be listed on the Etsy hub, which Etsy promotes as well. And so I am thinking of also limiting the number of attendees just so that we keep it manageable and everyone is able to get their questions asked and not feel overwhelmed. So again, that is at convome.com. Go to the workshops and training tab, or if you know you're ready for this and you're ready to go for it, you can go to convome.com/workshops. That will take you directly to the registration page, and you can go ahead and register for the session. Again, it's going to be on July 25th. Actually, I don't know if I even said it, but it's going to be on Saturday, July 25th, 2020, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And again, that's Saturday, July 25th, 2020, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. I hope I'm calculating that correctly. 10, 11, 12. Yes. 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Registration at convome.com/workshops. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me at interview@convome.com or go to convome.com and click on the contact tab, and you can send me any questions that you have. Oh, and here's the other thing I was thinking. If you want to submit your questions ahead of time so that they get answered, if you'll be attending the session, you can do that. I think the interactive session was really good. So that's it. If you'd like to be my guest on the podcast, please feel free to also go to convome.com, click on the Be My Guest tab, and you can just send me a message. It will ask you for all the information that I need in order to get you signed up for this. If you want to connect with me on social media, you can reach me on Instagram at Convome Podcast. And I will be back with another interview next week.